Hey guys, welcome to another video for our Java playlist. Guys, in this video, we will be having a look at the flow of the execution of our commands inside the main function. Or in simple words, you can say that how our program execution starts. So this would be a very interesting video. And in this video, I would also be telling you why in our previous video, we were not able to run the function when we have not called that function in the main function. So without any further delay, let's get started. So before starting the concepts of this video, if you have not subscribed this channel, then hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon button to get notified about our new videos. So guys, the execution starts from the first line of the main function inside the public class, and also the execution follows the top-down approach, and we will also have explanation of these lines, but just wait for a while. So guys, I had created two functions here. One is this public static void printing, and the other function is public static void main. So inside this main function, I have written on first line system.out.print in main function, and on the second line I have called the function, and on the third line I have used in main function. So let us again see the concepts that I have wrote here, that execution starts from the first line of the main function. So this is the first line inside the main function, and also execution follow the top-down approach. So how does the program executes? Let's see here again. So first, the execution or the compiler see the where is the main method, and after that it just go to the first line and started compiling and running the application in the top-down approach. And what does the top-down approach means? Top-down approach means first it will compile and run this line, and after that this line, and after that this line, from the starting top and to the bottom ending. This would be the normal scenario, that for example, if we have just write south statements and we are not calling the function, then the program would flow smoothly from the top to the bottom. But what happens when we put a call, to the function inside this main method? So first, the execution starts from the top, and that would go up to that function. As you can see that the execution had been started from the top up to this printing function. And when compiler see that here I am going to call a function, then it will just switch to that function and put a point on this one as a, you can say, reminder that I left at this place. So here you can see that the program execution goes to this function, and here again the top-down approach. So first it will compile and run the first line and the second line and the third line, and when the whole function got executed, it will just come back to the point where this compiler had left behind. So here again the top-down approach, and after the printing statement it will execute all these statements that have been written in the top-down approach. So let's open the IntelliJ IDE to get the practical implementation of these concepts. So guys, I'm just retyping this whole previous file that we have modified in the previous video, and let me tell you what this contains. This contain in the main function a call to a function, and that function is the sum, and the sum function contains the sum procedure here, and the, you can say, it's the south statement here. And we have also made a function that is printing function, and this just prints some lines on the console. So here I'm writing line 1 of printing, okay, so that you can get an idea that it is in the printing function. So I'm writing it here, also here and here, and I would like here to write here line number 2, 3, 4. So here I'm writing line number 1 of the sum function. Okay, so I'm removing these lines here, and I'm also removing this one here, and I'm using here south, and I would be putting here line number 1 of the main function, and I'm copying it and I'm writing here I am in a main function. Again, I'm shouting, but this time it would be the line number 2. I am going to execute functions. Okay, and here we can either use the sum here, and let me put some parameters, sorry, arguments, and here I would also be calling the printing function. So let me first run it and show you the results, and then I will tell you some more concepts. So guys, here first you can see that line number 1 of main, line number 2 of main, line number 1 of sum, line number 1 of printing, line number 2, 3, 4. And let me open it side by side here, and just a moment. So here you can see that I am in the main method, and the first line of the execution is this line number 1 of main. So that means the compiler first goes to the main method and then show the results, this one, and after this one, okay, here you can see that line number 2 of the function I'm going to execute functions. Okay, this was this line. So after that, it goes to this line and it say, oh yeah, here is the call to a function. So let's jump to that function. So here you can see that it jumps from this line number 55 to this line number 47, where it sees the program definition. So here you can see that it just compile and show the results, line number 1 of the sum function. And here you can see that line number 1 of sum function result is 12. Okay, so it says that I have used the top-down approach in these two lines here. So what's next? It would see it's nothing here. So let's go back to the main function again. But here is the thing, how does the compiler know where to go after executing all these things? Actually, when compiler is jumping from this line number 55 to this line number 47, it just creates, you can say, an identifier that yes, I'm going to jump from this line to this one, and after executing all these lines, it will again jump back to this line. So that's the reason compiler knows where to go after executing all these conditions. So here at line number 55, it says I executed this one. So what's next? It would say here is the printing function. So it would search here that where is that printing function. So it will go up to here. It would say, yeah, I found that this is the printing function. So it would again do the top-down approach, and here you can also see that line number 1, line number 2, line number 3, and then the line number 4 of the printing function. So guys, in this way, program execution start from the main function. Inside the public class, the program execution goes to this public method, main method, and inside the main method, the execution starts from the top-down approach. And whenever it encounters external function or anything that is not inside this main function, it would jump to that function and or that point, and after executing all the commands in that point and function, it will come back to this point and then starts executing the next phase. So in this way, our program execution starts in Java. And one more thing that I have promised to tell you in this video is that you have seen, where is that comment? Okay, method for using parameters. Okay, where is that comment? Yeah, here. Here are the things that I have to tell you for in this video, and one is this the arguments. And the difference between the arguments and the parameters, you would see that when we are defining the function, we pass it a list of variables that we have to collect from the user or pass to the function for execution. These are here known as, let me write it here, these comments are the parameters. Okay, when we are defining, and let me write it here, when we are defining the function, But when we are calling the function inside the main method or everywhere, then let me put a space here, then it is the arguments and we are calling the function. So guys, I hope so all of these concepts related to the functions and the arguments, parameters, function definition would be clear to you. But if you still have some other questions, then ask me in the comments below and I will try to answer your questions. And if you have liked this video, then hit the like button and also subscribe this channel so that our community can grow. And we will be meeting in our new video. And in that video, we will be going to learn other concepts related to the functions. So guys, take care and goodbye.